Hello, my name is Carol Perkins. I am a Senior Data Analytics Consultant at Bytecode.io. Bytecode is a strategic Looker consulting partner with full-stack expertise in solution architecture, data engineering, and Looker platform development. For the past year and a half, I have been assisting companies implement Looker. With each implementation, I have learned more ways to leverage Looker to unlock value for businesses. Looker has made it very easy to implement enterprise use cases. In no time at all, companies can generate long lists of explorers and dashboards. These long lists make it take longer to find the key piece of content you need to know and where to start analysis. Your users may end up asking things like, how do I see what my teammates are doing? Or how do I start analysis? Or how do I use and explore? We don't want marketing team members to have to hunt for a dashboard with the social media figures, or product team members to have to search for product uptake dashboards they reference regularly. Most of the content and explores on your Looker instance were created for a specific team in your organization. To increase adoption of Looker within your organization, we want to deliver a curated experience that provides the relevant analytics for each team. For example, let's make sure the marketing team can find the social media overview, daily and weekly goals, and conversion rate dashboards. And the product team members can find the dashboards they need for day-to-day use. There are 4 changes you can make to curate Looker for your company's teams. To guide your team members right when they open Looker, you can set the home page for each team to a board with content that is organized and relevant to their particular team's function. To encourage collaboration, we can ensure there is a folder for each team in the shared folders. To ease analysis, we can limit and organize the Explore drop-down menu. Lastly, to help your teammates find the answers they need, we can organize and limit the number of fields that show up in each Explore. The best part about these changes is they can be made at any time and they don't take long to make. Let's walk through these 4 changes one by one. The first change, and I think the quickest change to make, is to create a board for each team and to set it as the home page. Using boards allows you to deliver context-driven analytics, so your team has a landing page with the data and insights that are important for their day-to-day. If you haven't used boards before, they're a really convenient way of sharing multiple dashboards with people. You can pin relevant dashboards to the board, basically linking them, and organize them into sections. You can give the sections titles and descriptions. You can also add a description for the board on the side panel with a summary of the team's high-level uses for Looker, links to other resources like a Slack channel, and who to contact in your company for questions about the data they see. Once you have curated this board for a particular team, you can set it to be their home page by editing the landing page user attribute and setting the group value to the URL of the board. After that, when a member of the marketing team, for example, logs into Looker, they will now see the marketing board with a list of organized dashboards that will be immediately useful for them. The second change, which is also really quick to implement, is to create a folder for each team within the shared folder. When saving or searching for content, users will see this list of folders. Having a folder structure that is recognizable to your organization's members will help them find content faster and encourage users to save content to their team's folder for collaboration. If you want to know what dashboards the rest of your team is using, you just go to your team's folder. An e-commerce company that I worked with has a really useful folder structure with their departments, accounting, acquisitions, finance, marketing, and so forth, as well as a folder for each sales channel. A few software and analytics companies I worked with had an internal folder with a subfolder for each team and an external folder with subfolders for each client. This makes it really easy to find dashboards they create for individual clients. The third change is to curate the Explore drop-down menu for your organization. When users have questions they need answering, the Explorer drop-down is where they start. If there are too many explorers listed, it can be intimidating. Just note, to curate the Explorer dropdown, you will need develop permissions in Looker. To make it easier for users to start analysis, keep the menu really limited to only the explorers each team needs to see by using access grants. For example, utility explorers can be limited to the development team, and explorers that show salaries can be limited to human resources usually. Consider each team and only show the explorers that they really care about. Organize the explorers into labeled sections using the group label parameter. Another really useful and underutilized parameter is the description parameter. You can use this to add a summary of each explorer that pops up when you hover over the info icon. All these changes will leave you with a brief and really user-friendly Explorer drop-down menu. For a marketing team, that means showing ad spend, conversion rates, and definitely funnel and product usage explorers. Really think about each group in your organization and drive to their work function. The fourth and final change may take a little more time to make, but has a huge impact. When users need to do analysis, they use an Explorer where they can select from a list of fields and see the results. If the list of fields is too long, it can be overwhelming and slow to find the answers they need. To make it easier for team members to find the answers they need, create explorers that are specific to a single use case and limit the fields listed to the few that are related to that use case. To limit the fields, you can use the fields parameter with a short list of fields or a field set. Then you can organize, label, and create descriptions for the fields using the group label, and description parameters. A really successful example of this for e-commerce is to create separate explorers for product usage, conversion rates, and funnels. Funnels, for example, can be tricky and require special fields just to create the visual. It's best just to pull those fields out into a separate explorer. Under the hood, it's all the same data. It's just easier for users to find the answers they need. These 4 simple changes are quick to implement and greatly improve each team's experience with Looker. Using boards as the home page for teams delivers curated analytic experiences. Creating a folder structure that resembles your organization's structure will encourage collaboration. Curating the Explorer dropdown for each team will provide intuitive jumping-off points. With the Explorer field picker, less is more. Find that balance between flexibility of analysis and ease of use. I have seen Looker deliver really useful insights to organizations while working with bytecode on Looker implementations. Part of what makes that possible for such a wide variety of organizations is how flexible Looker is. Take advantage of that flexibility to customize Looker to fit your organization's teams. Here's a few links that walk through how to make these 4 changes in detail. Thank you for listening. I hope you found these recommendations helpful.